Welcome to TAM-Retail's mini demonstration series. In today's session, we will cover Introduction to the Cash Register. I'm going to switch over to the application now. Okay, now the cash register, we are now currently in Begin Transaction screen. Now to get here, we clicked on an icon on the desktop and entered in a username and password. This indicates that TAM has a full security system built right into it that not only restricts who can get into TAM, but once they're in TAM, what they have access to. Don't forget that once the application is started, cash register, then an associate has to be logged in. I've logged in as Bruce. That associate can have either a manager or non-manager status or security level setting. This means that you're able to restrict not only what programs that associate has access to, whether they can ring cash register or not, but you also can restrict functions within cash register. So if you don't want them to be able to do a void without manager approval, you can set that up. If you want to turn off features in the cash register, like in my case I turned off voucher, then you can do that as well. So it's very easy to customize the buttons on this screen to what you need for your operations. Don't forget that TAM has a full training mode built into the cash register application. This allows your people to role play with any new associate that's coming on board, go out to the store, grab actual products and services, help that associate sell those, and in a matter of 10 or 15 minutes, that associate's going to be ready to ring sales and very comfortable with ringing sales and doing returns and exchanges. That training mode, though, using the real live database does not affect any sales totals or inventory levels because it is a role-playing mode. We also can record the weather in the register. This is important if you're backward looking and you're seeing past periods and projecting current sales and maybe employee levels, things like that. If you look at a past period and you see very poor sales performance, you can equate that to maybe some inclement weather that occurred in your area. Now, the Begin Transaction screen is the leaping off point. We're going to talk about this later in other parts of this series, but I am going to start by pressing the Sale button, and it's going to take us right to Transaction Items. Now, Transaction Items screen is where you're going to be spending most of your day, ringing sales, doing returns, exchanges. To ring an item is very easy. All you need to do is scan the barcode that's on the item, and it doesn't matter whether that item has got a barcode that's produced by the manufacturer, so UPC, EAN, any of those supportable formats. But also TAM will produce barcodes for items. So for the inventory tracking items that you're selling, TAM will be able to produce a hang tag for apparel or soft goods items. It'll be able to produce a barbell label for small accessories or jewelry items. And it can produce many different sizes and shapes of barcode labels that will be pressure sensitive, so they can be affixed to the product with either a permanent or non-permanent adhesive. Now you'll notice also for items that don't lend themselves well to tagging, we have the capability to use what we call quick SKUs. Now in a merchandise environment, this is going to be used for services you provide, again, items that don't lend themselves well to tagging. In some of the other environments that TAM will support, like admissions or membership or donation tracking, things that are more service-based, or food services for that matter, TAM uses these buttons heavily to help the associate select the items that are being sold. I'm doing that in the demo today because I'm working on a laptop, so I'm going to go ahead and select an item. We can easily increase the quantity that's been sold at any time with our last SKU plus quantity key. We also can enter the quantity ahead of time. If it's a very large quantity, like 50 of an item, we could touch 50 on the numeric keypad and then simply touch quantity and then scan the item. Don't forget that TAM is designed for touchscreen, but you'll see during the demonstration series that typically I'm using the mouse, so it's easy for you to see where we've attached the items. Once we've sold a few items into the sale, you can see at the upper right-hand corner that there's a subtotal tax and total calculated automatically. And if the associate ever gets lost or wonders what the cash register is expecting them to do, there's a yellow pane right in the top center that helps inform the associate where they're at. Once we've rung the items that we're interested in, then we can very easily tender the sale by pressing the Tender Sale button in the bottom right corner. And at this point, we're able to swipe the credit card if they are paying in full by a credit card, and TAM will automatically identify the credit card and will automatically ensure that it's one that you accept, and then process it securely through a PCI DSS compliant connection to your processor. In under 3 seconds, you'll get your authorization response. Typically is done through a high-speed connection, again, very securely. Now, what if the customer wanted to pay with a split tender? That's okay. We can simply type in the amount they want to pay, then swipe their credit card. If they're paying the remaining balance in cash, then we can simply select with our quick currency keys, and these are user definable and can be matched to international standards. They can simply select a tender, the currency denomination that the customer is providing, and once they've done that, they can simply press the end key to complete the sale. That's all there is to a basic sale in TAM. Change is displayed if appropriate. At this time, the cash register drawer would be opened, again, if appropriate. The receipt would be printed, and the transaction is completed. TAM stores all transactions real time and chronologically in order in the system, and we never purge or summarize any data. So you're able to view and audit information that's occurred at the register for backward-facing periods as well as the current day. Okay, thank you very much for attending the session today. That wraps up Introduction to a Basic Sale in TAM, and we'd be happy to provide more information or a live demonstration of the product. You can contact us at any time at the email address shown here and also at the phone number and website also displayed. Again, thank you very much.